Hello, it's Jade from MTGcrashcourse, sick again, so I'm bringing you another deck tech. Yay! So this deck is mono black Foul-Tongued Shriek. It's a casual modern deck, I guess. You could take it to a tournament, but it probably wouldn't do all that great, but it's really fun for messing up your friends. So the whole premise of this deck is to dump a bunch of 1-drops onto the field, as many as you can, and then play Foul-Tongued Shriek, which is a 1-drop that says, tap all the creatures and it deals damage to target player, as many creatures as you tapped, and you gain that much life. So I'm going to start off with the creature base on this deck. We run a few, and a lot of them are 1-drops. So the 1-drop slot, I'm going to start off with a playset of Night Market Lookout. This is a 1-drop 1/1, taps and deals damage. It's pretty good, so it has some nice synergy with Foul-Tongued Shriek, which causes it to tap, and so on. Another 1-drop we're going to play in this deck is a full playset of Typhoid Rats. It's a 1/1 Death Touch. That's about all this. I mean, it's good. It can take care of anything on their board because it's a 1/1, and it's okay. And we're going to play another playset of a 1/1 Death Touch, and that is going to be a playset of Pharika's Chosen. It's a 1/1 Death Touch, and it does the same thing as Typhoid Rats, and it fits well. We're also going to run a full playset of Asphodel Wanderer. It is a 1/1/1, regenerate 3, so it's not very fantastic, but it just helps with the resiliency, and it gives another body on the board for a Foul-Tongued Shriek. So, we're going to move to 2-drops in this deck. In this deck, we only run one 2-drop, and that is a playset of Gifted Aetherborn. This card is great. It fits a lot of gaps. It has the Death Touch, which we need, and it has Lifelink, and that's kind of how this deck works. It's Death Touch and you gain life. Now, that's all the 2-drops. The next slot we have actually is a 4-drop, and that's it. We have a full playset of Balustrade Spy. Now, this card doesn't really fit the theme of the deck, but it gives us some flying protection that we need, and it can be really bothersome to make them mill until they hit a land. That could be many more cards than you would think. So that covers all of the creatures in this deck. Like, it's a few, a lot of them are 1-drops. Like I said, the whole goal is to knock out as many 1-drops as you can, and then Foul-Tongued Shriek, so that'll take us straight into spells, and obviously we're going to run a full playset of Foul-Tongued Shriek. That's kind of what this deck's based on, so it's just really good. Now, the other 1-drop spell in this deck is Dark Ritual. Now, this is not necessary, and it takes up the majority of the budget if you wanted to just change it up, but I find it really helpful. We're going to run 3 copies of that, because on turn 1, you can play 3 1-drops, and then it just scales really well with this deck, and you could even get off a Foul-Tongued Shriek on turn 1 or 2 for a fair amount of damage, and it can do a lot. Now, that covers that, and we are also going to be running 3 Staffs of the Death Mages in our 3-drop slot for spells here, because it just allows us to gain life. Like I said, the point of this deck is gaining life and just dealing them damage with Foul-Tongued Shriek, and so Staff of the Death Mages is really good for that, and because this is a mono-black deck, we're pretty much guaranteed to get a life almost every turn, because chances are we'll be playing something. Now, the only other thing we have is a 2 of Corrupt. It's a 6-drop, and it can really help just finish up the game for us if the Foul-Tongued Shrieks haven't quite gotten us there, and it's just a really annoying card to deal with later game. Just bam, you just blast them for all the mana you have, and it can get really ridiculous. And now the mana base for this deck is 24 Swamps. Yep, it's a budget mono black deck. I don't know what you would have expected. The total cost of this deck is about $10.42. That is not counting the 24 Swamps, because, I mean, if you play Magic, you probably have a box of, like, 1,000 mana sitting around somewhere. It's just kind of the way it works. So, thank you guys for watching, and, oh, in this deck, there is not a sideboard because of the fact it is a casual deck. Like, I don't know, me and my friends, if we're just playing a game of Magic, we don't really use sideboards. I mean, if you wanted to build a sideboard, go for it. If you wanted to actually soup up this deck and take it to tournaments, you could. It could deal some damage there, and I mean, it all depends on the tier of players at your LGS, but I doubt it would do much work for you. It's just a fun, casual deck to screw over your friends. So that is why it does not have a sideboard. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Mono Black Foul-Tongued Shriek 1-drops. It's pretty much just death if you get it going correctly. So we'll be getting you more deck techs. Obviously, there's a lot of content coming out right now because I am not at school and I'm able to just make things. We also have other members who are going to be making some videos soon. Joaquin's going to be doing a couple series, and maybe Toby's going to do something. So yeah, Carson's probably going to do something as well. We have 4 members in this group, and we are all trying to get some videos up as soon as possible. So thank you guys for watching. Please click the like button, please subscribe, please leave comments, and let us know what you think about this content. And the bell icon will tell you whenever we put up a new video. So thank you guys for watching, and please enjoy your stay on the channel, and we will see you next time.